But tell me what you love about coaching.
What I like about is the fact that you can help mold a basketball player, a young man, from the way I do is normally from the 8th grade up and roll up with them until they're seniors. And I like to see the development on the court year to year, enjoy the challenge of playing in the best tournaments in the country, and giving an opportunity to the kids to see that there'll be challenges in life, and this is just kind of a stepping stone for them to see that, you know, if they work hard on the court, that good things will happen. So I like the development and then the challenge of playing against the best competition in the country.
How do you pick your kids?
I actually picked my players early on, and I've been fortunate enough to have not much turnover because I've recruited good hard-working basketball players, players that have a tendency to know that it's going to take time and not everything happens quickly to be really good. And also I also pick my players based on having good support from the parents. I think that's really important.
And so you've got to have a good group. You know, it's a family because you travel constantly, right?
Exactly.
And so if you don't have good parents, what do you got?
You got to have that support. It's a summertime. It's an extracurricular type of basketball, and you've got to have the support from the parents, the families, and they'll be looked upon for that. All we ask our parents to do is support the players to play and the coaches to coach.
What was how many groups have you had? Is this your 4th, 5th?
This is my 5th group, and I mentioned earlier that I started as an 8th grade with the team, and then I roll up with them just like a high school varsity coach through the high school summers, and I'm on my 5th team but 4th cycle of doing this. So
okay, and the first cycle you won nationals, right?
First cycle we won nationals when they were 16 unders with Zach Randolph and Matt Bax from Marion High School. We also had Andy Means, who went on to walk on at Duke for 4 years, from Lawrence North, a young man by the name of Braden Bushman that played at Wright State, young guard named Nick Washington from Ben Davis. So we had a really nice group. We just happened to have a great week, and we went 8-0 that week out in Des Moines, Iowa in 1998. So that was my first group.
Talk about the investment in time. I mean, the investment in time is substantial for you. So, you know, everybody thinks AAU coaches, they show up at the tournaments, you know, they've got the little dry erase thing, they drop some plays and the kids go have fun. But what do you do?
Well, gosh, I've been doing this since 1992, and I just enjoy working with the young men and seeing that development. Why do I do it? I think that I do a pretty good job in this format. I've been asked to coach at a middle school level. I've been asked to coach at a high school level, and helping good programs out as an assistant coach. But I feel that everybody has their niche, and my niche is coaching high school level AAU as a head coach. And I can remember a few years back I had a pretty prominent high school coach in the Indianapolis area asked me to coach his middle school team, and at the time he wanted me to sit down and talk to me. He goes, just bring your resume. I go, what do you mean resume? He goes, just show me how many games you won and lost and so forth. I never thought about it, and it was like my 14th year at the time of coaching. So I just went through and
you had like 3,000 wins.
Well,
yeah.
No, actually, just to kind of measure it up, and I think everybody has to kind of see where they measure and what they do, and see, if you really enjoy what you're doing, if you're having success. At the time, I started counting seasons past scorebooks, and I took this resume, and it was like 700 wins and like 102 losses, and that was a pretty good percentage. I said, well, I must not be doing too bad here. So we'll just keep doing this here, and as long as we're having fun and we're helping kids out.